Hello, this is the story of the dog and the rich man. Now, this dog was she was a girl dog. She was less than a year old. She's kind of like a puppy. And matter of fact, there she is right there. But anyway, our story begins when she was a very poor dog. She was born out on the side of the road under a tree stump and some brush, and she had a few brothers and sisters, and she was raised poor out on the streets. She had to eat whatever she could find, most of the time on the side of the road. An old hamburger somebody threw down, maybe a corn dog, something like that, just anything. But she was very poor. Poor thing had to, get her water out of the bird feeders and wherever she could find it. Her dad run off and left her when she was just a pup and just left her all alone. And for something to do, she liked to run around. One day she thought this cat was prancing by her and said, "Psst." So when that cat did that, she thought, I'm going to chase that cat. So she went after the cat as fast as she could. And the cat ran to the richest house in town. I mean, this people were so wealthy. I mean, they had paintings and, chandeliers or ceiling fans, whichever you want to call them, lamps, TVs. They had all the fancy stuff. They were just rich, rich. But anyway, the cat went flying in the house. The door was open. So Maisie, not knowing any better, she was from the street. She was poor. She didn't know she wasn't supposed to be in there. So she pursued the kitty right on into the house. Well, of course, she went by the billiard room and the movie theater and, the kitchen dining area and all that. She's walking around. She's looking for the cat. Cat disappeared. Can't find the cat. And she's thinking, wow, some people got it made. Man, they're living high on the hog around here. And she's looking around. She's smelling. She's seeing fried chicken up there on the counter and, biscuits and gravy. All the good stuff that dogs love, she noticed. Anyway, well, she couldn't find the cat. So she finally decided, well, I'd love to have a piece of chicken, but since I'm a guest in this house, I probably should just be going along. But anyway, as she began to walk out to leave, the lady of the house came in and seen her, and they startled each other. And she said, "Who are you?" And Maisie just kind of went, "Huh." And she thought, man, you're such a pretty dog. I think you don't look like you've had much to eat. Do you think? I don't know how you got in my house, first of all, but anyway, since you're here, I can tell you haven't had you probably even need a bath. So, first of all, let's get you something to eat. What do you want to eat? So, she walks into the kitchen and she pulls out, all kinds of good things from the refrigerator and even, some boneless chicken and maybe a couple of, I don't know, just different, lunch meat, things like that. Things dogs just love and crave. Anyway, Maisie sat down on the floor and the lady gave her a nice meal and they started kind of warming up between each other. After Maisie eats, she licked the lady's hand. The lady thought, that's a nice dog. I would like to keep that dog if it don't belong to anybody. It don't have no tags on it. So I'm going to give her the bath. And when my husband gets home, if he likes likes her, then I'm going to keep her. And the lady is the one that actually named Maisie, so I'm having to use her name ahead of the story. But anyway, finally, the husband comes home. She sets him down at the table, serves him a nice chicken dinner and everything. She didn't want to spring the dog on him right away, but all of a sudden the dog come barreling through the door and ran up to the lady and was jumping up and down on her like they were the new best friends. And the husband saying, "What's that mongrel looking thing?" She said, "That is your new dog. What do you think?" He studied a little bit. He said, "You know, we got a cat too." "Yeah, I know. I think that's how the dog got here chasing the cat, probably, but I'm not sure. But we need a good dog, so what do you think?" "Yeah, that's a pretty nice looking dog." So, anyway, finally, this is the scene the husband saw right here. The dog laying on the floor, waiting to be accepted. And sure enough, the husband said, "That looks like a fine animal right there. We shall keep the dog if nobody claims it." So anyway, that's the story of how Maisie met the rich man and got a new home. Thanks for listening.